Hey everyone, welcome back. We're going to make some more ice cream tonight. I'll tell you what, it has been really cold. We had 4.5 inches of snow. Temperatures are down every night to the mid 20s. So tonight we're going to make some hot chocolate ice cream. So I've got our ingredients. We've got some Swiss Miss hot chocolate mix. We got some Dutch cocoa. If you don't know what Dutch cocoa is, feel free to look it up. But it's a processing. And basically it takes the cocoa, the raw cocoa, and it makes it darker, it makes it less acidic, and it makes it a little bit milder in taste. So, and then we've got some puffed marshmallow bits that we're going to add later. We've got our 2 cans of condensed milk, and we've got our heavy whipping cream. Okay, so first we're going to put the condensed milk into the bowl, then we'll get the whipping cream going. So hold on real quick. Like I said last week, get the pop top. It's much easier to use. And get a spoon. You don't have to worry about getting it all out. Just get most of it out. Here's number 2. And we're going to mix the cocoa and the hot chocolate mix in with the condensed milk while the whipping cream is being whipped. Okay, that's good enough. All right, so let's get our whipping cream going, and then we'll finish that over there. I'm going to pour it into the bowl. Willie, stay out of the trash. Okay. So we got our mixer here. Make sure you have the whisk attachment on. Put it right in here. Get it locked into place. Lower this down, lock it into place. Now, I'm going to mix it on a level of about 5, generally for about 8.5 minutes, but we'll watch it and we'll know when it's time to stop it, okay? All right, so while that's going, I want 1 cup of the hot cocoa mix. That's close enough. Want a 1/2 cup of the cocoa. I've got it in here. Okay. Now we want to mix this up well. It's kind of hard to mix with sweetened condensed milk, but just work at it and it'll come. Oopsies. You don't want your ice cream to be gritty, so make sure you mix it pretty well. This is doing good. Right, we'll keep an eye on the whipping cream over here. Watch out, Willie. Grab the spatula. Every once in a while, I like to go around the edges just to make sure it's all getting in there, and all getting whipped. It still has a ways to go. Now we're going to add these after we mix these 2 together. These are marshmallow bits. This package right here, it's a 3-ounce package. It says it's got 17 servings of 2 tablespoons apiece. 16 tablespoons equal a cup. We want a couple of cups. This is a cup and a quarter. So we'll use all of that and plus a little bit more. I want to leave some of those though so I can sprinkle them on top after we've made the ice cream. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut it off. Unlock it, raise it up, check it out. All right, so if you can see in here, see how it's holding its shape. It's not flowing back like milk would. So we'll call it good to go. Clean off the whisker. All right. Put this in the sink so it doesn't drip on anything. All right, so now we want to mix the condensed milk, the chocolate, hot chocolate mix, and the cocoa into the whipped cream. This is pretty thick and that's thick, so I usually do this by hand, and it smells good. Okay, I've got most of it out. Okay, that's a pretty good job. Now comes the fun part. You can continue to use the Kitchen Aide and the whisker and mix this together. There are times when that might be beneficial because your whipped cream can actually settle back down. And so if you use the whisker again, you might can fluff it back up. If it's coming along, you want to make sure you get down at the bottom, get the whipped cream off the bottom. You want to make sure you get around the edges. What you don't want is to see spots of white. That's where the whipped cream hasn't gotten mixed in yet. All right, that's looking pretty good. So now we want to add our marshmallow bits. We want 2 cups. Like I said, this is supposed to be 1 1/4. Looks a lot more like 2. So we won't add a whole bunch more. Just a few. You know, close is close enough. No one's counting how many marshmallow bits you're putting in there. And now we want to get this stirred in as well. Be gentle with it while you're getting them there. them all off the edges. Get them mixed in so we can't see them. Use the spoon, get it all out of here. This is thick stuff. It's going to taste great. I have made some bad ice creams before, but most of them turn out just good. Alright, now I'll mix it a little more. Okay, now it's ready to go in a container and go into the freezer. So, as I talked about last week, I like to put them in these little cups, 5.5 ounce cups, the perfect serving size. It makes about 22 servings, depending on how much you put in the cup. I like to leave a little room at the top. And sprinkle a few more on there, just for good looks. Put the top on. I'll pop it into the freezer. 6 hours, tomorrow sometime, it'll be ready to eat. All right, y'all have a great evening. Again, this was hot chocolate ice cream. So, see you next time.